Alright, so one question I have for you folks is, when you make a mistake in a game, or whatever you feel is a mistake, do you automatically restart, or do you just roll with it? Because I feel like when I was younger, I always tried really hard to make all the right decisions, but at this point for me, like, as long as the game is still functionable, I'll keep going, because that's like real life. You know what I mean? We can't tell what the future is going to be. We make mistakes, but we can adjust. Basically what I'm trying to say is, I hope we will still be okay in Sasau. That's what I'm trying to say. You'd restart? Ah, God, that's just like with the priest. With not drinking with Godwin. Patch, you've made me doubt myself now. Thanks a lot. The last save game. Yeah, it really wasn't that far. Ah, shoot. Cloudy? What the heck? Oh my goodness. Welcome, Raid. Jibs, everyone. Cloudy, how's it going? How's the rest of your stream? Thank you so much for joining us. Folks, if you don't follow Cloudy, please give her a follow. As my description for her says, she is a great hunk runner and gunpla builder. Just a wonderful person all around. Go check her out. Thank you so, so much. I think we made some mistakes though, so we might have to restart. So let me see. I'm gonna load from where we were, and we're gonna do the fights again. Let's see. Which one was it? Uh-oh. Has to be this one. Yeah, here we go. I think that was it. Let's see. Well, Patch, that's awesome for you. Your computer hates you. Oh, no. Aw, Lumpia, thank you so much for the follow. I super appreciate that. Okay. So let's see. Did we fight any of these folks yet? There are no mistakes, only happy accidents, perhaps? True, true. But we'll do our fights again.
Let's do it. Let's go.
So for context, we're trying to fight these wrestlers for some information about a counterfeit business. I know it doesn't make much sense right now, but it might make sense eventually. This is a complex story. Sweet. Oops. I went too far. So basically, that's what my dad says to me all the time. What do you mean? Perhaps does know where it's at. I usually agree with that, but Patch told me that we might miss a super important reward. So basically what happened was we were fighting all these guys, right? And it was going great until I was fighting their last champion over here, this guy with the fancy hat named Punch. And while we were fighting him, the other folks were trying to check out someone who was knocked out, and we created a crime, basically accidentally hitting people. And Bleep, thank you so much for all the gift subs. You wonderful, wonderful person. So if people aren't already following Bleep, please give him a follow. As my description says, variety streamer, wonderful person, does a lot of indie games, retro games, RPGs, all kinds of stuff. Super knowledgeable about video games and entertainment in general. It's very chill time. So in this game, you are playing as Henry, son of a blacksmith in medieval Bohemia, and something terrible happens to your town, and basically you were kind of a layabout to start with, but now you are on your way to knighthood, is what I would say. So we fought Stump next. Let's go ahead for that. I know, he's not dead, which is good.
Let's fight.
We didn't want that. I just think it's so ridiculous that we got in trouble for punching extra people in a ring where people are punching each other. Makes no sense. This game has a lot of quirks, but there's a lot of things I love about it too. Alright, here we go. We need our knee move. We need to get our headcracker stat again. And just for context, fights don't usually go this well. I feel like we're pretty lucky right now. I'm totally gonna cheese it. Usually Henry fights people who are much more skilled than he is. And Bleep, I still can't believe you did that. It's really too much. Completely unnecessary. But super appreciated, thank you. Alright, so let's check out our stats again real quick. Okay, we don't know what to do with our drinking one yet, so we'll skip that. And for this one we did... That's true. That's true, but you know what? There are people who have fought us with a lot more. And Henry needs every advantage he can to do what he needs to do. If only you've seen his adventure from the beginning. It was really rough. One of the first things you have to do in the game is get money back for your father from this town drunkard, and it's a rough time. You try to get the money back and he just completely kicks your butt. Alright, we're gonna go for that headcracker stat. And what did we do for vitality? Oh, the berserk. That's right, that's right. Okay, we're almost there. Type 505. It's a teensy advantage. Just a teensy bit. Deserve it all. Stop. Alright, we're gonna do Betwixt.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Let's fight.
So, Cloudy, if you're still here, how did you like the end of Little Nightmares? What'd you think?
Let's see how you do with me.
Game's cute, but it's so spoopy. Oh, we did it. Sweet. Those nightmares were so tiny. Gotta take care of the cat? Aw. Perhaps I would love to see a picture of your cat. I would love to see that. See, I wish they would go in now to take care of their friend before we go in again and create more problems. Oh, did we already fight Lanky?
What do you need?
I don't think we did.
Let's fight.
You look pretty good. But I'm betting it was just luck.
We'll see.
We'll definitely see.
Farewell.
Ah, shoot. I still don't know what that move is supposed to do. Or like pushing his face up. Okay. Now the big one. Beachbone, you just started this game a few days ago, and this could be the most joyful game I played ever. It is a lot of fun. I don't know how to explain it to people. It's just... I think it does a really good job of combining story with gameplay, and the dialogue is super interesting, the characters are super interesting, and I never know where the story is going to go. And there's a lot of options for Henry in terms of where his adventure can end up, I feel, based on the decisions that you make. So it is interesting, and also Warhorse Studios is supposedly working on a sequel, so that'll be pretty exciting.
I want to fight you.
You put on quite a show. Can't say I expected it.
So Beachbone, what are some of your favorite parts of the game? And how far have you gotten? See, look, they're back there. I don't want to get involved with them. I don't want to punch them by accident. There we go. The key is to wait until they go, I guess. Which, they should have cleared it already if they knew we were coming. The one thing I do wish with the hand-to-hand is that you could do, like, some gut punches. He kind of scared me with that. Not gonna lie. Alright. Oh, nope. He's still standing. Good sir, I think it's you who should be crying by now. With the nickname of Punch, you're not doing such a good job. And I'm gonna tell you right now, every time I trash talk in this game, it totally comes back to bite me. So I savor it while I can. Come on, come on.
Ow.
We'll get it. Come on. Time to cheese our move if we can. Just get knocked out already. It took like 2 seconds last time. There we go. Shoo! We did it. Thanks, Ian. We are a fighting machine. You can kick with F. Yes, I am aware. I don't kick too often. You just started this game, yep. And then you like the alchemy part and combating hardness, absolutely. Don't need to say story and side quest. Oh. You like combat too? Sometimes the game forces you to use dirty tricks? Absolutely. Because sometimes you're just way too weak and you got involved in something that's way above you. So one of these guys, I don't remember who, I think it was Lanky, said that he would tell us more if we were his friend. I don't know if fighting him constitutes his friendship, but let's see.
I heard someone was looking for men willing to do anything. Do you know anything about it?
Yeah, I'm sure we'll
Me.
see the alchemy.
I work in the quarry, and they're always looking for extra
maybe it
hands
wasn't
to
him.
replace them that's got something broken.
That's not what I meant.
What was I gonna say?
Gotta be with you.
We'll probably see the alchemy at some point, and it is quite interesting.
I've heard that someone's looking for men willing to do anything. Do you know anything about it?
If I knew you better, I might tell you. But as things stand...
See, I want a mission to become his friend. That's what I want.
Farewell.
Okay, well, we won money. We're not in trouble in this town this time, so that's a plus. Oh. So the tanner is over here. Okay. I misunderstood. So we have to keep going. Need to pay attention to these things more. Here we go. Yeah, this is tanner stuff. We'll just eat our usual slop. Let's see. Sometimes you're scared using fast travel. Yes, that is rough. It happens a lot. But there is a stat that you can unlock called Scout, where you can kind of have more time to respond to events like that. I don't know if the percentage is necessarily better, but it gives you more of a chance to prepare, I think. Okay, well, let's find a place to sleep for the night. Which is probably here. Yeah, I learned very quickly when you're fast traveling, do not take your eyes off the screen. Because you never know when an event like that is going to happen.
Though you'd be better off going for a good scrub. You don't exactly smell like roses.
Wow, rude.
Good luck then.
I'm just looking for a bed. Alright, let's see. Who else can we talk to out here? We don't want to play dice right now, we just want to go to sleep. Here he is.
God be with you, good sir.
Ah, this part I don't understand either. He's the innkeeper, but we can't
Have
ask
you
for a
noticed
room.
anything suspicious lately?
And what's your idea of suspicious?
Have you heard of anyone looking to hire some rough men?
Mercenaries, you mean?
Yes.
There were some fellows conspiring here in the corner twice a week, and others coming and going. They didn't look entirely respectable, but they never made any trouble.
Hmm.
And what happened to them?
I don't know, they just stopped coming. And I haven't seen hide nor hair of them since.
You haven't heard anything about where they went?
How could I have? They just stopped coming, and that's that.
Where do you think they might be meeting now?
How should I know? I'm an honest innkeeper, not a man-at-arms. They could be meeting at another inn. They could be meeting in the woods by the light of the moon, for all I know.
Maybe we shouldn't bother him anymore with this.
Is there any way I'll recognize them?
Unquenchable thirst. They drank like fish. They were rough-looking too. Big-bearded and scruffy. Aside from that, they mostly kept to themselves.
That's not much help. What did they do while they were waiting for someone?
They drank. And they played dice. I do remember there were always dice on the table.
Okay.
So they were fond of dice, were they? And where would you find a game around here?
Anywhere
There was
there's
right around
dice
the corner.
and usually drink. That's all you need for a game. Although it dawns on me now, I never saw Simon with those men, oddly enough. He's got a nose for drunken dice players with a coin to lose.
Simon who?
Why, the young miller. He runs Catzick Mill. Neighbours are always slandering him for trafficking, but who knows? Maybe he just has a knack for business.
Okay.
You don't know where I might find
So
some...
scruffy dice players and a
more
miller.
dishonourable folk.
The
Why
tanner.
would you want them? You'll set tongues wagging about you.
But they'd be the ones to know what reputable townsfolk don't.
I grant you that. Well, we don't have an executioner, just a knacker. But he's an odd fellow. Like any knacker, I suppose. And there's some strange tales about Miller Simon, too. But I'd say it's just jealousy.
What can you tell me about the knacker?
Decent folk
I feel
don't
silly,
talk.
but I don't really know what a knacker
He
is.
deals in carcasses.
I was hoping you'd tell me a bit more than that.
Why should I care about it? He lives in a house by the church, and that's all I know. And all I'll say.
Assuming he just assists with burials
What
and
can you
things
tell
like
me
that.
about Simon?
There's not much to tell. He runs Catzick Mill, and some say thieves meet there at night. But isn't there gossip about every miller? I don't think he's a sinner.
Ah,
God,
Zondamad
that's
with
for
the
sure.
definition.
Anything
and
else?
thanks, welcome, Zondamad. Hope you're doing well.
You might not find him
According
at
to
the mill.
Google.
He's a busy man, always out and about making some deal or other.
Hmm.
And he likes to throw dice, especially when he sees a fat purse hanging on a drunken belly.
Well, the more you know. That's interesting.
Thank you for the help.
Not at all. But why off so soon? Sit down for a tankard or a bite to eat.
I would really like a room. Please. That's what I would like in this fine establishment, but no one wants to give me one. Ah, alright, well let's check out this dice player here in the corner while we're still here. Father Fabian, eh? Oh, that's it. Thought he might have some clues for us. There must be somewhere else. That is north from the bridge. That's right, Pod. I keep forgetting that about this town. And how could I forget? This is where we met, our good knight friend. Kitty is happy. Gonna lurk a bit. Aw. Thanks so much, perhaps. Thanks for the lurk. Hope your kitty is doing well. Have a good rest of your day. And if you come back, we'll see ya. I love the music in this game, too. This is one of my favorites. It's just so jolly. Even though so many terrible things happen in this game. There we are. Alright, did we finally make it or did I go too far? Whoops, wrong way. Gotta turn around. Down here. Oh my goodness, perhaps. Thank you so much for the follow. I super appreciate it. Thank you so much for hanging out and being here. Beep beep. You know, this guy almost looks like Henry. It's a little off-putting. I think his nose is a little bit, sharper. Yeah, never mind. Never mind. Once he looked at us fully. Changed my mind. Alright, let's see. Who can give us a room here now? Because we're definitely at the right place. Where's our innkeeper hanging out? Can't forget to follow. Aw. Hey, Naxers, how are you doing? So folks who are newer in chat, how many of you have played this game? Where is our innkeeper? Haha. Is this him? Nope. Don't want a lockpick. Maybe he's down here? Nope. Trespassing. As usual. Unless it's too late. We can't get a room now? I don't know. This is tricky. So I think our room was this one in the middle. Which I believe someone said last time you may have the chance to rent out, I think. If I'm remembering correctly. I just want Henry to sleep. And I guess we'll just sit here. Then maybe take a quick little nap after. So we're just gonna sit there with a torch. For 8 hours or so. No problem. Exactly. He's just sitting there for hours letting it burn. His arm is like asleep. Okay, so let's eat from the pot. Let's take a quick nap now that they might be open and actually let us rent a room. Let's see.
God be with you.
Have you got a bed for the night?
Aye, there's room here. For how long?
Let's try for a few nights, see how that
How about
goes.
if I pay you for several nights?
Sure. But let's
He might
see
burn
your
himself
point
then.
first.
Absolutely.
These are harsh times.
Oh yeah, we can pay that.
Here you go.
You'll like it here. Like sleeping on a cloud it is.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm looking for some people you might know something about.
If they come here to drink, maybe. But I won't aid you in any mischief.
Odd thing about this game too are the camera angles. It doesn't ever seem to fix them wherever you are. So people are like totally facing away from you, or the camera's like clipping someone behind a doorway. It's very interesting, but I think it adds to its
I've
charm.
heard some rough men come here looking to recruit. Have they ever stopped in to eat or drink, or to arrange something?
There were some brawlers that used to fight behind the tavern, but they raised such a commotion, I went and complained, and the town watch drove them off somewhere.
I wasn't thinking about that lot. I'm looking for recruiters that hire mercenaries and other cutthroats.
Don't know about that. Every once in a while, a merchant will hire some help or an escort, but nothing more. Nobody comes here regular. I'd notice if they did.
Naxers, I agree. Luckily right now we have a helmet that lets us see his beautiful face.
Do you happen to know where the brawlers
But I get what you're saying.
moved on to?
I've not got the slightest inkling. I'm just glad all the shouting stopped. It scared the horses in the stables.
Also, yeah, you're right, because the helmets with the little eye holes really limit your vision when you wear them. I do not like them
Haven't heard
whatsoever.
talk of any scoundrels in town?
Well, I have heard some things, but I can't say if they're true or not. There's some that talk just to hear the sound of their own voices.
And who's the most frequent topic of that kind of gossip?
Miller Simon. They say he's rich with coin, and it's not from the mill. But that's nonsense. Folk just don't know how much a mill can earn.
Anyone else?
Aye, there's talk of the
Patch,
knacker giving people
we can't
the
be
evil eye,
in it for
or them
fashion,
that's not
all
in
of us.
bailiff's
I need
good
as much
graces.
protection as I can.
But I don't suppose that's what you want to know.
Yes, and what did Simon say?
Thank you, innkeeper.
I appreciate the
Not
joke.
at all. Would you like something to eat or drink?
Where do I go to sleep?
On the upper floor of the inn. There's steps up to it outside. The second door.
Naxer's dad jokes and puns are very much welcome here. And, Pod,
Here's to a good
I feel like, yay, we got ourselves another home. Sweet. And he has a drinking friend now.
How about a bit of grub?
What was I gonna say? I completely lost track. Oh, that, combat is where I want that vision thing to happen the least. Alright. So let's take a quick little nap in our bed. You modded it out? Oh. They do mods for this game? I mean, that shouldn't come as too much of a surprise, but still interesting. And we could throw stuff in here now. Sweet. Let's see. I wish you could move this to that chest, but unfortunately you can't. The stuff is just stuck with you forever. But luckily there's no weight, so I guess that's okay. Hey, Yowza, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. You don't like mods? Devil's Puff. Thank you so much for the follow. I super appreciate it. Welcome, welcome. I forgot we had a bad chicken in our pocket. We wasted it. Totally wasted it. Naxers, thank you so much for the follow. Aw, I super appreciate it. If anybody wants to do exclamation Discord as a command, we do have a Discord that you are welcome to join, because along with playing Kingdom Come, I also play Dark Souls and I build Gunpla. And we have a good time there. We talk about anime, video games, creative projects. It's a lot of fun. Thanks, Sondamad. Super appreciate it. A rabbit. Do you know how to catch a one-of-a-kind rabbit? Uh-oh. Does it have to do something with the magician? Unique up on it? Naxers, I gotta tell you, that was a good one. Let's see. What do we want to throw in here? I don't think we need 2 of these. Know how to catch a tame rabbit, though. I do not. Tame way. Unique up on it. Two-parter. Two-parter. Let's move our moonshine there. For safekeeping, I guess. I feel like, honestly, we pack pretty light, but we still happen to get over-encumbered pretty quickly. Oh, we have 2 bows, though. Let's move the cumin bow there. And let's see what else. Can move that. We still have the remedy for Mare Hoyette in my pocket, so that kind of makes me nervous because I'm wondering... I thought we gave it to who we were supposed to? I don't know. It just makes me worry. Court pepper on its tail? I haven't heard that. Certainly don't shoot arrows at it, though, because, we tried that as Henry and it took forever. Oh wait, we didn't sleep. We didn't sleep? Keep forgetting what we came here for. It's nap time. Oh, shoot. I think we also have a book that we have to read, but it might be too high of a skill level for us at the moment. Let's do 2 hours. I have a coworker that gets a joke per day on their phone, and they'll email me it, like, in the morning, and I have until lunchtime to think about it. Some of them are so hard because the answer is just so greatly ridiculous. Like there was one that was like, why did the toad get heartburn? I'll give you a moment to think. There's one that's better than that, though, that I just remembered, so I'll let you know that one, too, in just a second. Don't worry, you gave this remedy for those who needed it. Okay, but last time we checked on Mayor Hoyed, they seem to still be doing really unwell. Naxers, you got nothing? Because he swallowed a firefly. That's why the toad got heartburn. You're gonna bounce for now. Zondaban, thank you so much for stopping by. I super appreciate it. And hope you have a good rest of your day. You love it? Good. There was another one, which was, did you hear about the two houses that are in a relationship? So the punchline for that one is something along the lines of, yeah, it's a long-distance relationship. Which I kept thinking about, like, duplex or, I don't know, things like that. I couldn't think of it. Do you know vegetarian is a Native American word? It means lousy hunter. Is that true? I feel like, I don't know. I'd have to double check that one patch. You were thinking semi-detached? Yeah, I kept thinking like, oh yeah, they're a duplex now or something. I couldn't think. Alright, so we still have the tanner. And we have to talk to the knacker who's right there. Yeah, that's what I figured, Patch. I was like, there's no way that could be true. And the miller over there. So, let's take care of everything that we need to take care of in town. And then we'll be on our way. What? Patch, I don't understand that joke. Two Native Americans were out hunting. One of them kneeled down. Oh, okay, yeah. I see what you're saying now. I got you now. Oops, wrong way. Okay, I just had to zoom in a little bit. There we go. Patch, all these Native American jokes. Indestructible tree once again, for the win. I feel like it should be right here. How did we manage to go all the way around? Okay, I gotta find the path and stick to it, which shouldn't be too hard. Stay out of her way. Only KCD woodchoppers can beat that tree. I guess so. Trees and bushes. They're the worst enemies in this game. Oh, this person's moving around. That's why we're having an issue. Here we go. This must be them.
Good day to you. What do you need?
Are you the local knacker?
I'm the local gravedigger. But if there aren't any burials to take care of, I'll turn me hand to knackering.
Well, then you might know a lot of things that others don't.
I'm a decent man. Not always honest, but decent.
Thanks for letting us know.
Anything fishy going on in these parts?
There certainly is. Candles are being stolen from the church, as brazen as that. What sort of people do that?
Ah, but have you heard of anyone around here hiring adventurers and bandits?
How would I know that? Most people avoid talking to me. I don't even go to the tavern much these days.
No, that's not very nice. People need to be nicer. On Type 505, there are DLCs where you can hire woodchoppers. Interesting, interesting.
And what's been happening in Sasau lately?
Nothing interesting. Except maybe that bitch being slaughtered.
What? Who was she, a villager? I wouldn't call that nothing interesting.
No, I mean a dog bitch. It was a while back, but they called me to clear it up.
What happened?
The dog looked like she'd been hacked to bits. They were scared it was some demon, but as far as I could see, someone took a sword or an axe to her.
Why on earth would anyone do that?
What do I know? Maybe he was snooping around where he shouldn't, and the bitch went for him. I hear there was some dog-bitten fellow being cared for at the monastery. Only they kept him there on account of a broken leg. Maybe that's the same one.
Ha.
Thank you. I'll be going now.
Very well. Feel free to stop by any time. People shy away from me, except when there's a death, or the cesspit's full. May the Lord watch over you.
Poor guy. Type 505, that is certainly interesting. I don't want to know too much about the end of the game, but that's some good stuff to know for the future. Something to look forward to. Okay, so we still have the Tanner. Whoops. And then we'll go north. It's not the end? Okay. Okay. Yeah, I know there's still a bit of DLC that I should buy for this game. Like the stuff for Teresa and the dog. So I definitely want to get that stuff before we finish. Side quests. Okay, so does it matter like what time you do them or not so much?
Jesus Christ be praised.
Tanner, I've heard all's not well with you.
It's better now. I must have eaten something bad.
No, I mean you've complained about some ruffians raising hell behind your house.
Aye, true enough. That lot's been a thorn in my side. And when I went to tell them to take it elsewhere, they nearly beat me to a pulp.
Were those the folks that we fought last night?
When are they there?
Nearly every evening. Every god-forsaken evening. Shouting and bellowing there till nightfall. And then they leave. Probably to get drunk.
You can hear the frustration in his voice. By the way, Patch, now that you say that about Hans, I feel really bad because I think we were supposed to meet him by a hot spring or the bathhouse. And I forgot, so oops. Hopefully he's not mad at us. You reminisce about the days where good Henry just threw poop at home, so yeah.
How many of them are there?
How would I know?
Those were the days.
They make as much noise as a herd of wild boar in rutting season.
And did they all attack you?
Aye. They knocked the stuffing right out of me.
I wonder if Henry misses it too.
And nobody does a thing about it?
I've been to the bailiff, but he couldn't give a rat's arse. There's no commotion under his window, so what does he care?
That's quite a bailiff you've got.
A scarecrow would keep better order.
If you want, I'll take care of them.
Well, you look like you could move mountains, but there are several of them and just one of you.
Perhaps we'll be able to settle things peacefully.
Maybe. They might think twice before kicking your arse.
Perhaps I can reason with them. It doesn't have to come to blows.
Well, break a leg, lad. Or better yet, don't. But if you manage to pull it off, you'll get your reward. Don't worry. Good luck to you.
Okay. So maybe we can talk to our new friends and tell them to find a new place to fight. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, sometimes I wonder if Henry misses those days too. And it's interesting because he met his friends from Skalitz not too long ago. Again. And it seems like Henry is doing pretty well off in comparison. Fast travel sometimes just does not want to function. There we go. We still have to help our friends find some jobs. Okay, so we're going to ask the wounded loudmouth about the crimps. Man with a broken leg in the monastery. Sounds easy enough, hopefully. Just a bit further. Philip from Skalitz. I don't remember Philip. Hans. Oh. No, those aren't our friends, right? Hey, Matthias is here. Where is this guy? Hey, Itchy, how are you doing? Yes, it is a good idea to hydrate. Hope you're having Hope you're having a good day, Itchy. Have you been drawing anything lately? Poke him with a stick. Hey, you. No, because we can't talk to this one. Can't talk to this one. This just says use, which I don't understand. Like, what are we using here? And look.
Everything here is fine.
You say so, Henry.
What will happen to my family?
I'm not worried about that right now. Sorry, friend. That's our friend Matthias, so we don't need to worry about him. And this stare that they have is just so soul-sucking.
He's not reacting. But all I can see that's wrong with him is his leg. I have to ask Johanka.
Okay. Hey. Type 505, we are not doing that. I can't make Henry full evil. I don't hear her, which is very strange. I don't know what happened.
What's happening here? Oh my god. Philip and... they're all...
Yes? Where do you think the wounded ended up?
Actually, I had no idea.
Well, now you know. Me and Nicodemus have been trying to keep things under control since Skalitz was raised. Just the two of us.
Okay. And Itchy, you haven't done anything creative in a while. That's okay. You know, sometimes it takes time to get back to that. I understand that.
At all?
Certainly. We can always use an extra pair of hands here. And it's been like that since the beginning.
I was in a bad way myself back then. They took me to Ratai unconscious, and I needed a healer.
Henry remembers his roots.
How is everyone holding up? What can I do?
Holding up? People here are dying, usually needlessly, and I can't do anything about it. We don't have enough food or space or anyone who's willing to help us.
In God's hands. Okay, let's see. Yeah, sure. We could start with the first question. Nobody helps you here?
Doesn't anyone help you with nursing these people?
You've got scholars all around you.
Scholars, maybe, but they leave the healing up to God. Nicodemus is trying, but everything he knows is from his books.
I could try to take a look, but we know Nicodemus. Oh no, this is the time-sensitive quest? Thanks for the heads-up, Pod. Now this makes me very nervous. Uh-oh. Giving your hand a rest. You know the pain you get when you draw right too often? Yeah, I understand that too. That's A-okay.
Brother Nicodemus? Who's he?
We know
He takes
Nicodemus.
care
I don't
of
know
the
why this is
injured.
an option.
He knows something about herbs and a little about setting broken bones.
And is he good at it?
He tries, but he doesn't have much experience.
Doesn't the monastery care for them?
They give us some food for them and a place to sleep, but I wouldn't say they help exactly. More like they just tolerate us.
Well, that's pretty sad.
Do you have enough food?
Enough to survive, maybe, but convalescents need feeding up.
Maybe if I brought some meat, some game, that would strengthen them up.
That would be a great help.
Thanks, Pod. Get sufficient game meat. Oh no, that means we have to hunt more crap.
Anything else you need?
Look around.
That's gonna
Well, it is a little
take some
crowded.
time.
Crowded. I've had to leave some of the sick lying in the open air, even at night. And have you seen what they're lying on?
I'll try to negotiate better conditions with the monastery.
Henry
I
saves
tried
every
that,
village that he
out
touches,
loud.
I swear.
They'll just nod their heads, but don't move a muscle.
So Itchy, I haven't done anything too awfully creative recently. I mean, last weekend we did have some doodles from stream, which I posted on Instagram. But since then, not really, just some side stuff.
Very well.
But I appreciate you checking in.
And how are you doing? You're the only woman here, alone in the monastery.
Some of the monks speak to me, but other people act like I don't exist. Too bad the custodian isn't one of those.
Is the custodian causing you problems?
All the time. Apparently he has a wife somewhere, but that doesn't stop him. He's constantly strutting around in front of me.
And, what else?
What do you mean, what else? He's invited me to his home.
I could do something about it, if you liked.
No, I can deal with him. The last thing I need is you going around threatening people. It won't help me, and it definitely won't help the refugees.
Yes, I think I could still choose the medical help option. She could do something about it. Doodles, poggers, thanks, Itchy. It's funny to hear this coming from Henry because he, last time we played this, made out with Lady Stephanie, so Lady Stephanie is married royalty.
Why is there a guard outside?
He's here because of me.
Because of you?
Yes. There was one time I just had enough of it all, of the way they treat us, and I almost slapped one of...
Oh.
But that doesn't matter.
Oh my.
What can you tell me about the custodian?
He's supposed to be in charge of all the guards and the security of
Naxers,
the
yes, we
monastery.
made out. That's what we
But
did.
really, he has a say in pretty much everything, including supplies. And that's why he probably thinks he can do whatever he wants.
While we're dating Teresa, so...
All right, that's all I need to know.
Look, Henry, I know I can speak harshly, but I'm at the end of my tether. Last week Bohuslav died. Maybe you knew him. And nobody even blinked an eye. We desperately need help.
I'll do whatever's in my power. Tell me more about the situation.
Okay, so I think we can loop back around and grab... Uh-oh. Can I not help again?
Doesn't the monastery care for them?
They give us some food for them and a place to sleep, but I wouldn't say they help it.
Anything else?
Look.
Okay,
Well,
so we'll definitely do the game thing.
I tried.
Man, now I feel bad that we missed the medicinal part of this mission.
All right, that's all. What's wrong with that man by the altar? He doesn't look wounded, but he's really pale and doesn't react at all.
He had a broken leg. A bad one. The bone had come right through the skin. We tried to straighten it, but I don't know if we did it right.
That's pretty scary.
I'm not holding out much hope for him. I've seen folk in that state before, and it didn't end well.
My God, there has to be something we can do.
And
Okay,
what
here we
do
go,
you
here we go.
suggest? The monks won't help, and I don't know anyone else who can.
I'll straighten his leg. With no medical experience. But I'll do it.
Well, I can try. I'll straighten his leg.
Imagine if it's a mini game.
Unfortunately, I've had occasion to try this sort of thing before. You have
Did
to place
I?
the bones as precisely as you can next to each other. It's hard, but you have to ignore any screams of pain. That's the only way to help him.
Well, fine. Try it then. Goodbye.
Okay.
Quiet!
Thank God it saved, because I was about to say this might really not go well. Okay, set leg, here we go. Best of luck. I have no idea how this is gonna go. What happened?
Aye.
Oh. I can't move the camera, just to let you know. Oh, great. Why is this happening? Okay.
Done.
Wow, we did it. Awesome. New level in strength. They're gonna crush those bones.
Philip, from Skalitz. I don't see any wounds, but he's shaking terribly.
Okay. There's our creepy brother Nicodemus.
You're the one who's in charge of the wounded.
Yes, I'm the infirmarius.
Something like a
here.
doctor, now with First Aid
Time
3.
was
I
I
guess
only
so.
had a few elderly
I guess
monks
so.
who couldn't walk to take care of. Now I have this mess to deal with.
Monks so old they can't hold themselves up with their own legs.
If that were the only bodily function they could control. But I shouldn't
okay.
talk like that. It's a blessing to live to such an age.
Oh.
How are the wounded from Skalitz?
Some of them are well taken care of. But others are dying here needlessly. It's a good thing we have Johanka here. I'd never be able to manage on my own.
Maxers, I'm not sure. I feel like that could have been taken a couple of ways.
So you don't normally treat the wounded then?
Well, there were accidents, of course. A broken leg, someone who'd been kicked by a cow or bitten by a goat. But this, I've never dealt with the carnage of battle before.
If only it had been a battle. This was cold-blooded slaughter.
You were there? God be merciful to you and the dead and the wounded.
How can I help you?
Quiet!
Have you talked to Johanka?
I did.
I just left that well
Well,
placed.
if you know
Quiet.
something about it, then
That was
go
great.
and take a look. However, you don't look like you've studied the Hippocratic arts.
That's true. I'm the son of a blacksmith, but I have been around the wounded before. What do I do if I'm not sure of the treatment?
Come and speak to me. We'll see what we can do.
Sounds good. Glad to have some backup this time.
What do you think about the custodian?
Baron von Berg? Well, he does his job well. He keeps us safe here. And the last time I saw him was when I was rubbing ointment on his rash.
I heard he's been here a lot lately.
Well, that's true. He comes to visit Johanka. But he's never here long, and he always leaves unsatisfied.
Custodian could help
Thank
out
you.
here, you know. There's probably a lot of stuff to take care of. Let's see.
Why are they so badly provided for? People are crammed in next to
Maxers,
each
that's
other,
not a
and some have to sleep
wager I'm willing to
outside.
take.
That can't be good for them. It gets freezing here at night.
I can't afford anything more for them.
How is that possible? You're the infirmarius. You decide how all the money gets spent.
But I have no say in how much money I'm given. And because the abbot's away, it's still the same amount I had when I was taking care of a few old men.
Wonder where the abbot is.
Can't you do anything? Won't the others help?
Unfortunately not. The brothers in the cloister aren't much interested in the external world. And the custodian has enough on his plate with the chaos in the region. Besides, his main concern is the smooth running of the monastery.
I can't believe your conscience lets you leave the Skalitz locals in such a state.
I know. I'm shamed. But my brothers believe it's all in God's hands now.
And the local custodian? His crew has enough provisions.
Good.
I
Talk about this
tried
stuff
him.
way too much. We gotta do some action.
Seems he had some disagreement with Johanka, and now he won't give us anything.
I'll try to talk to
I was
him.
gonna say, it does sound like we have to talk to him now.
Even so, conditions here seem to me quite unchristian.
You're not the only one.
What happened to Philip?
Philip?
I can't. I just can't.
He's unconscious. He's shivering and he has a fever.
Ah, I didn't know that. When he first came here, he was fine. No wounds on him. He was escorting the others. Then he got worse and worse until he lost consciousness entirely. Ask Johanka. Maybe she'll know more.
Okay, let's find her. That's enough for now.